what time is it? You know what time it is. It's time to hit that subscribe button. And you know just where it's at. Right down there. Right down there. And it's time to find my Instagram. That's Geekly Amanda. Geeky Amanda. It's the same on Twitter. So follow me over there too. And it's time to get this movie review started. Y'all, I got the screener for Godzilla vs. Kong that's coming on the HBO Max tomorrow, Wednesday, March 31st, but it's also coming simultaneously in the theater. I highly suggest seeing this one in the theaters because I want to begin with, this movie was visually just stunning. You know what any kind of Godzilla movies in the past when Godzilla and they had the Skull what is it called? Skull Island with the King Kong. You know these don't play around when it comes to visual, especially with the Godzilla movies. When he has that thing coming out its mouth, CGI has come such a long way. And just even the most recent years, and you can totally tell. I would even suggest seeing this on the IMAX. That's how beautiful this was. That's how visually stunning and the CGI effects was on this. I want to see it on the biggest screen I can. This picks up kind of where Godzilla left off, you know. He kind of saved the day in the last movie. They had that little girl 11 and her mom, and Godzilla kind of was the one that saved the day. Well, now it's after that. Godzilla's been kind of dormant, peaceful, but all of a sudden he attacks this place in Florida kind of unprovoked, and everybody's like, oh no, Godzilla's on the warpath. We gotta find Godzilla. We gotta fight against Godzilla. Dr. Nathan Lynn, who is played by Alexander Skarsgård. You know him from True Blood. He was one of the vampires, looking all godly looking with the blonde hair. He was one of the vampires in True Blood. But in this, he plays a scientist. And his job is to go find Hollow Earth, harness some of the power there, so they have a chance against these titans. Especially now that Godzilla's attacking, they're like, we need something to, fight against these. We need our own kind of little power, harness that power source so we have a chance against these titans. He enlists Kong to go take him to the path and find Hollow Earth. Well, Kong ain't just going to go willingly. He ain't just going to be like, let me go show you. But they got the little scientist that's been working with him over there. And he's friends with this little girl who's deaf and kind of does the science. So they take them along, who he trusts the little girl, like beyond, trust her, protect her, everything. They've been keeping Kong in that big biosphere, protected and away from, Godzilla. But these are two alpha titans. They're going to come up together. They're going to put them all out in the earth just nilly-willy. They're going to fight each other. And it happens. It happens. That's some of the best scenes that you will just be cheering away. You saw it in the trailer, that one scene, Kong comes down and punches a pow! I found it interesting in this one, they didn't call him King Kong. Because he's kind of the underdog in this. Kong is kind of the underdog in this one where you're like, come on, Kong. Because Godzilla's the one that's attacking and now nobody knows why. And now here comes Kong. He's going to come try to save the day. There's not much storyline as far as human storylines go. There's not much dialogue between the humans. This one is mostly about the titans fighting, and it's the titans, the two big ones, Godzilla and Kong. This whole conspiracy guy named Bernie, who the girl 11 from Stranger Things, I forget her name of this, but it's the girl from 11 from Stranger Things kind of teams up with, and they kind of get behind this whole Apex thing, because Apex is the place where Godzilla attacked, unprovoked. So they think there's some kind of conspiracy behind Bernie. He leads the charge on the conspiracies. He has a podcast. The girl follows the podcast. Like, he's so in deep to the conspiracies that he, washes himself every day with bleach. I mean, that storyline I could have done without. Especially nowadays when they got the QAnon crazy stuff going and everybody thinks that, the Bill Gates eats little babies and pedophiles and eats the babies. Like, conspiracies nowadays is not a cool thing. This movie is all about the monsters. I loved it. I loved the fight with the monsters. I loved Hollow Earth. Can we get back to visually? Because when they got to Hollow Earth, it was just beautiful. Everything glows. They had these little, machines these little space flyers, I guess, those little spaceships that took them in the hollow earth and they just glow. It was just beautiful, stunning. I could watch it every day. If you like these monster movies, I'm going to tell you, this one's my favorite out of all three. I've watched the Skull Island and the Godzilla, but this one, I don't know, maybe it's because the two big titans, the two alpha titans take each other on. I just loved it. It was my favorite of all the three. I'm giving it 2 big thumbs up. Comes on tomorrow. Don't you miss it. And if you've seen it, if you're watching this and have already seen it, let me know what you think. Comments, thumbs, all that. Till next time, y'all. Mwah.